Now, today, let's start with chapter number 7, mobile and settled communities. Mobile communities क्या होते हैं जो एक प्लेस से दूसरी प्लेस पे मूव करती हैं. And what are mobile communities? That communities that move from one place to another. And what are settled communities? The one to those who are settled at a particular society. Now, the ancient society was based on the principle of Varna or caste. So there are 4 Varnas. कितने वर्णास हमारे 4 मेन वर्णास हैं. And during medieval period, the society underwent many changes. The 4 Varna came to be divided into several jatis or subcaste. So with a large number of jatis added to the society, social structure become very complex. और जो हमारा social structure था वो बहुत ज़्यादा क्या हो गया, complex हो गया. And there were some other societies which were not divided on the basis of wealth or caste. कुछ और societies हैं जिनको हमने wealth और caste के base पे divide करा है. And these societies were tribal society. They lived in remote areas such as dense forests, hills, mountains, desert. They lived in isolation and preserved their separate culture. और इन्होंने अपने जो separate culture है उसको preserved भी करा है. Now, the mobile or tribal society. The tribe क्या होता है? Group of united, common name and a common ancestor. The member take pride in the common language. इनकी common territories होती है. Feeling and that to do share with his name or outsider. The member of each tribe, जितने भी members हैं हर एक tribe के, they are united by kinship bond. And one of the most important features of almost all tribal societies that they treat all their members equally. ये अपने हर एक member को equally treat करते हैं. So unlike caste-based society, settled communicators, their members are not divided into caste on the basis of their birth and gender. So in fact, all the resources of the tribes are shared equally, and these society function as one independent economic unit. So this is totally different from complex system of buying and selling between members of settled communities. Our knowledge is vague about the origin and subsequent history of numerous tribes of India in the absence of sufficient archaeological data. So the tribes preserved rich customs. ये rich customs को और oral tradition को preserve करते हैं. And they are passed down from one generation to another. एक generation से दूसरी generation पे ये passed out होता है. Of late, historians have started using such oral tradition to write tribal history. हमने oral tradition का यूज करा जिससे हम क्या लिख रहे हैं, कुछ ट्राइबल हिस्ट्रीज को लिख रहे हैं, राइट. देन द सेटल्ड और सबकास्ट सोसाइटी. व्हाट आर सेटल्ड और सबकास्ट सोसाइटी? सो एज वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड लेटर वैदिक पीरियड, इंडियन सोसाइटी जो थी इट वाज डिवाइडेड अकॉर्डिंग टू रूल्स ऑफ वर्ना. These rules were prescribed by Brahmins and accepted by rulers of kingdom. As a result, many castes emerged in the society, and in the caste-based society, जो people थे, they were divided into high or low caste. किसमें divided थे? High और low caste में, on the basis of their birth. So during the medieval period, especially the Delhi Sultanates and the Mughal period, difference between these high and low caste or rich or poor. जो difference था वो high caste और low caste या फिर rich और poor में था. Now, important tribes in the subcontinent. We have so many tribes. There are many tribal groups in India. Some groups are small while some other groups are very large and powerful. And they are controlled by large territory. किसने control करा? Large territory ने. And the tribal people were found in almost every region of subcontinent. Some important tribes on tribal group were as follows. देखो कुछ important tribe है. जैसे हम देखते हैं यहाँ पे नॉर्थ में अगर हम बात करें, सो इन पंजाब खोकर एंड घाकर स्लेस एंड इन मुल्तान एंड सिंध नाउ लंघास आरघुम्स और बलोचिस. देन वी हैव मुल्तान एंड सिंध, वी हैव लंघास आरघुम्स एंड बलोचिस. देन वी हैव हिमाचल गाडीज रेहार्स कार्तिक्स और बंजारास. देन वी हैव दिल्ली तंकास. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट साउथ, वी हैव दिल्ली और हरियाणा में जो है वो आपके जुलास हैं. कर्नाटका में कॉलेज बेराज होलियास माडिगस टोडाग और कोडागास. देन वी हैव आंध्र प्रदेश कोडागास वितार्स और मारवाड्स. देन वी हैव योर केरला एंड तमिल पंचगाम्स गॉन्स कोस और बदगास. देन नाडू वितार्स मारवाड्स. And then we have east में Nagaland, Assam, Nagas or Ahoms, Bihar and Jharkhand, Chero, Mundas, Santhals, Duans, Jogs, Birhots, Hill Khis, उड़ीसा और बंगाल में आपके मुंडास, संथाल्स, कोच, महरिस, बेडियास, कोला और लोहर्स. Right? Now, as the above table show, Kokar and the Ghakkars were influenced tribes in Punjab. The chief of the Ghakkars, Kamal Khan Ghakkar, was made a Mansabdar. और जो मुगल emperor थे अकबर. And similarly, the Balochis were powerful tribe in the northwest, and this tribal group was divided into many smaller clans under different chiefs. So, by the late 16th century, many of the Bhil tribes of western or central India gradually settled as agriculturists. And some of them become even zamindars, but many of the Bhil clans, they still remained hunter or gatherers. वो क्या रह गए? Hunters रह गए और gatherers रह गए. Then we have nomads. Nomads क्या होते हैं? Wandering people. दो एक place से दूसरी place पे wander करते रहते हैं. So nomads were wandering people. They were generally pastoralists who moved from one pasture to another with their animal. So they mainly lived on milk and other pastoral products. These nomadic pastoralists exchange many goods with settled agriculture. They mainly exchange wool, ghee with the settled agriculturists for grains, clothes, utensils and products. वो क्या करते थे? वूल हो गया, घी हो गया, इनको एक्सचेंज करते थे. Then they bought these goods from one place and sold them to another. Transported them to their animals to another palace and sold them there. Now many pastoral tribes reared and sold animals such as cattle and horse to the rich people. Then they made sold goods like ropes, reeds, straw, matted and corsets. Moreover, जो एक चेन थी आपके मोबाइल ट्रेडर्स की, connected India to the outside world. Central Asian trader bought goods like nuts to India, and Banjaras and other traders carried these goods to local market. और ये इनको किसको देते थे? Local market से. The Banjaras were most important trader nomads. They usually traveled in caravans and their caravan was called Tanda. और जिनका कारवन होता था उसको क्या बोला जाता था? टंडा बोला जाता था. And Banjaras were very important for the economy. So Delhi Sultan Alauddin Khilji used them to transport grains to the society market. So in the Mughal period, what happened? They carried grains on their bullocks from different area और उसको कहाँ बेचते थे? Towns में जाके. So they transported food grains for the Mughal army during military campaign, and they could be bought about 1 lakh bullocks carrying again. Now we have itinerant group. Itinerant groups किसको include करता है? Crafts person, peddlers, entertain. They travel from one place to another and practice different occupation. ये एक place से दूसरे place क्या करते थे? Travel करते थे और different occupation को practice करते थे. And some of these itinerant people acted vending merchants and sold variety of things. जैसे वो shawls हो गए, suits हो गए, आपकी साड़ी हो गए, dry fruits हो गए, blankets हो गए, bedsheet. They were also some people who did the job of antique. They visited village to village. वो विलेज से विलेज जाते थे, टाउन टू टाउन जाते थे, डांसेस परफॉर्म करते थे, प्लेस परफॉर्म करते थे, ड्रामास और sang their folk song. They also organized puppet show और वो puppet show भी ऑर्गेनाइज करते थे. नाउ चेंजेस इन कास्ट स्ट्रक्चर. धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ? जो कास्ट का स्ट्रक्चर था वो चेंज हुआ. न्यू पीपल, न्यू इन्फ्लुएंसेस, न्यू एलिमेंट्स इन इंडियन सोसाइटी मेड कास्ट सिस्टम more rigid and complex. So the Brahmins were still the privileged class. और जो पोजीशन थी इनकी, जो ब्राह्मण्स की पोजीशन थी, and Sudra never improved and even the shadow of Sudra was considered to pollute. ये वाला तो शूद्राक्स की जो शेडो थी वो भी क्या कर रही है? आपको पॉल्यूट करे. कोई भी नॉबल पर्सन उसको भी पॉल्यूट कर रही है. सो द कंटेम्प्रेरी राइटर्स मेंशन सच कास्ट एज पॉटर्स, वीवर्स, goldsmiths, musicians, barbers, leather workers, fishermen, hunters. The Smriti writers regarded these craftsmen as belonging to low caste. जो craftsmen है ये किसको belong करते थे? Low caste को. So this was the reason because of which most of the laborers and innocent tribals were considered untouchables. And the new caste that originated during early medieval period was those of the Rajput. But it must be admitted that classification of caste was yet not so rigid. So a person could rise or fall in the Varna scale. And the highest caste in this period included both Brahmins and Sudras who worked in a रॉयल स्टैब्लिशमेंट. जो किसमें काम करते थे? जितने भी रॉयल स्टैब्लिशमेंट होते थे वहां काम करते थे. So what happened in the course of time? In this period, जो Hinduism था, it made rapid progress, and besides Jains and Buddhists, several foreign classes were absorbed into its expelling force. So what happened? In the course of time, new caste and subcaste were born, but they continued with their old ceremonies, rituals of marriage, their gods, goddess, और वो अपना ही festival celebrate करते थे. Then during Sultanate period and the Mughal period, there were no changes in the caste restriction. देखो कोई भी changes नहीं थे caste restriction में, and it continued to become more and more compel and rigid. ये ज़्यादा क्या हो गया, compel हुआ और rigid हुआ. Then comes Ahoms, और फिर हमारे आते हैं Ahoms. ठीक है? They say, it is said that Ahoms were Thai Mongoloid group who migrated to Assam from present days Yunnan province, China. In the beginning of 13th century, Suzaka was the first Ahom king who established small kingdom in Assam in 1228 AD. And he settled in Patkai mountains with a band of his followers. Ahom king were called Swargidos and they did not rule from a single line. वो एक single line से rule नहीं करते थे. Right? Then comes the kings were often selected from families. Even families से selected थे which were descendants of the first Ahom king. जो क्या थे? Descendant थे आपके first Ahom king के. And the selection was made by a council of 5 members जिन्हें हम Petromontres कहते थे. What they were called? They were called Petromontres. Sometimes this system led to a palace introduced especially in 17th and 18th century, which ultimately result in the instability and ahom of Finland. क्या हुआ? Instability आ गई और आपका ahom का जो kingdom था उसका end हो गया. So Ahoms followed their traditional beliefs and practice for a long time, but slowly they adopted the Assamese language. And the king और जितने भी high officials होते थे, what they did, they converted into Hinduism. वो किस में convert हो गए? वो Hinduism में convert हो गए. And the Ahoms kept good records and are known for their chronicles, जिन्हें हम Prunjis कहते हैं. और ये accounts होते थे किसके? Ahoms की royal families के. By the middle of 16th century, Ahom controlled eastern Assam and Brahmaputra Valley after defeating the Mughals. और जो उनकी पावर थी वो डिक्लाइन हुई इन द लेटर हाफ ऑफ द 18th century जब Burmese army invaded Ahom kingdom and set up a puppet Ahom king. Later British defeated Burmese in the first Anglo-Burmese war. जब पहला Burmese war होता है उसमें वो डिफीट हो जाता है. This allowed the British to convert Ahom kingdom into principality. और जिससे क्या हुआ? आपका Ahom रूल का एंड हुआ. नाउ लेट्स स्टडी द नेक्स्ट केस स्टडी. एक और केस स्टडी हमें दी हुई है गॉन्स के बारे में. ये भी ट्राइबल पीपल. गॉन्स भी क्या थे? दे वर आल्सो द ट्राइबल पीपल हु लिव्ड इन द वास्ट फॉरेस्ट ऑफ गोंडवाना. दे वर फाउंड इन लार्ज नंबर अक्रॉस द प्रेजेंट डे स्टेट ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़, मध्य प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र एंड आंध्र प्रदेश. What they practice? They practice shifting cultivation. In shifting cultivation, trees and bushes in the forest areas first cut and burned. इसमें क्या होता था? शिफ्टिंग कल्टीवेशन में जो फॉरेस्ट एरिया होता था उसको पहले कट करा जाता था और कट करने के बाद दे आर बर्न. The crop is sown in the ashes and when this land loses its fertility, another plot of land is clear और उसको सेम वे में इसी तरीके से प्लांट करा जाता था और इसको क्या बोला जाता था? शिफ्टिंग एग्रीकल्चर. The Gonds were one of the largest tribal group and the large Gond kingdom, it was divided into Ghats and the large Gond tribe was further divided into smaller clans. And each clan had its own Raja or Rai. इनका अपना राजा और अपना राय होता था. A particular Gond clan controlled each Ghar and each Ghar were further divided into units of 84 villages. जिनको हम क्या कहते थे? 84. 84 was divided into Barhas, which were made up of 12 villages. During the Mughal rule, they were given semi-autonomous status on the payment of nominal tribute. So, in present, Jabalpur was one of the major centers. They had built their dynastic capital and they also built many temples and palaces in this region. Some of the sculptures throw light on Gond ruling families and clans. और जो sculptures होते थे, what they do? They tells about the relationship with Mughal Empire and other neighboring kingdoms जिनको हम Chandelas कहते थे. So, the Gond also wished to be recognized as Raja. In the quest, Gond Raja Ghar Katanga. What they did, they assumed the title of Sangram Saab. His son, Dalpat Saab, married Durgavati, the daughter of Salbahan or Chandel Rajput Raja of Mahoba. This is inferred from one person of sculpture throwing light on the ancestry of Rani Durgavati, and she was capable ruler and ruled on behalf of his minor 5-year son जिसका नाम था बीर नरेन. So, in 18th century, the city of Nagpur, it was founded. The city of Nagpur tha, it was founded by Corn King. Ghar Katanga was very rich and prosperous. It trapped elephants engaged in their trade and huge profit. When the Mughals attacked kingdom, they captured huge booty of precious jewelries and coins. उसके साथ साथ उन्होंने क्या करा, एलिफेंट्स जो होते थे उनको भी कैद. द मुगल्स हैड ओनली टेकन पार्ट ऑफ घर कटंगा, गिव अदर पार्ट. जो आपके चंद्र शाह थे, मतलब जो अंकल थे वीर नरेन, जो गौन किंगडम थे, under him survived more time. In Andhra Pradesh, where substantial number of Gonds were settled, they faced threats from the Banjaras and lost their territory. The Gonds maintained their independence until coming of the English. जब तक English 18th century में कब तक वो independent हो चुके थे. Right? This was all in this chapter. That these were the different tribes that you have to learn also. Now we have completed the chapter. Hope you understood. We will meet in the next class. That's all for today. Thank you.